like if you're shooting from across the street, that's fine, but in my opinion, like, if you're doing that, you need to be coming up with fucking something extra special, otherwise you're nothing more than a paparazzi. I'm back. Gary Lashmar, aka the Street Thief, aka the Smudger with a Grudge, aka the King of the Cockney Clickers, aka the last of the street photography daredevils. Right, so a street photographer's guide to annoying the general public. Guys, disclaimer, okay? I'm not for a second suggesting that you head out and start annoying people in the streets, okay? Right, we're not that silly, are we? But the reality of it is, if you want to be the kind of photographer that's progressive, that's capturing images that are daring, courageous, thinking outside the box, then you need to be in the thick of it. Listen, I'm not against that more anonymous way of shooting street photography. I mean, it could be said that that way of shooting is what springs to mind when you mention the word street photographer. That's the kind of street photography that springs to mind, right? That anonymous, fly on the wall kind of way of shooting. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not my way. And this is my channel. For me, I'm not against evoking or provoking a reaction when I'm out on the street shooting. I mean, my preference is that the whole world loves me, but I'm a photographer who's out on the street and I'm hunting a particular kind of photograph. I don't always crack it, but that's my intention. I want an image that's energised with emotion and reaction. It's real. Like, I want my images to be real. I'll let you into a little secret, right? Human beings, they're not always happy. They're not one-dimensional. Imagine you was out on the street and everyone was smiling. I mean, train. For sure, I'm not going to stop. For sure, in an ideal world, right? That'd be great, wouldn't it? Cards on the table, folks. I mean, that's just not the way of the world, is it? Like, if we was just to take photographs of people smiling or people comfortable, or people being neutral, well, that's not the whole truth, is it? Now, I understand in some quarters there's this idea that we shouldn't be annoying people when we're out on the street. You know what? I mean, I agree. I want to be annoying people when I'm out on the street, but look, if someone gets annoyed, well, that is real. It's very real. Whether you want to take a photograph on that or not it's up to you. But personally, I'm not one of those anonymous photographers. I'm not scared of, you know, disturbing the space-time continuum. You know, this ain't Back to the Future, and I'm happy to be part of what plays out. For me, there's something incredibly inviting, and they're few and far between, an image where the photographer's tearing things up a bit. Being daring, he's taking risks, thinking outside the box. If there's a character in the frame, I want them bursting out of the frame. Do you know what I mean? I want that feeling that they're about to. Their muscles tensed with laughter or anger or frustration. I mean, sometimes, yes, that emotion can be beneath the surface. Every photograph, you know, we don't need to be doing acrobatics, metaphorically. I mean, sometimes the stillness in the frame is what's energising the photo. I get that. Lifting up the camera and taking a photograph of someone on the street, I don't make it a good photograph, it's just a picture of someone on the street. To elevate our photographs, we need to be bringing something to the table. For me, that's energy, intention. It's my approach. If my approach is comfortable, my photographs are going to reflect that. In my experience, I'm not telling anyone else what to do here. Like I said, it's just my channel. If you're shooting from across the street, that's fine. But in my opinion, like, if you're doing that, you need to be coming up with fucking something extra special. Otherwise, you're nothing more than a paparazzi. Like I said, though, my way isn't the way, it's just a way. You know, and there's a degree of guilt attached to the way that I shoot. It just is. I live with it. I'm liable to change my mind at any time. I haven't yet, and I mean, that's my approach now. There's always the possibility that I might change my approach. Who knows? Also, every time I'm out, my intention is to have a fresh approach. Like a beginner's mind, you know, like the Zen guys say, is it the Buddhists, like that beginner's mind. Like as soon as I think I don't want to be, like I'm positive, and at the same time I've got my antennas up. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm out on the street. I'm a street photographer. Things can get a little bit. The way that I shoot, there's always the potential for disaster. Seriously though, there's always the potential for conflict, right? So I need to be on the balls of my feet. I need to be ready. And for me, it's like some of the people I photograph, they're a little more challenged than other people. So it's like I feel it out. It's intuition. That's what guides me. If it feels right, I'll take the photograph. I don't pay too much attention to having a big debate with myself about it, like thought process. That's just that'll just be something that I've heard. Do you know what I mean? Or I should do this because I shouldn't do that because. Like I'm my own guru, if you like. Guys, please subscribe to the channel. A little reminder, I'll begin to hashtag your photographs. I dare to shoot, yeah? And we have an Instagram profile of the same name, I dare to shoot. So like I said, on Instagram. Follow us, drop us a message, but hashtag your images. If you've been doing this but they've not been included yet, the reason for that is we want the standard to be great, and that's something to. If it's easy to be featured, what's the point? Like there needs to be a standard, and then we're growing, we're working towards something as photographers. If the benchmark's high, so. But hashtag, if you're not featured, hashtag your next image. Keep like go for it. Eventually, you'll be featured. And what we do anyway, we feature most of the images that hashtag us. We feature in the stories. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. I really appreciate your support, guys. I really do. I've just got back from Venice. Hopefully, in the next few days, I'll have a video from there. At the very least, I'll be posting some images on Instagram. I'll love you and leave you. I've waffled on for too long already. We'll see you on the next video.